Welcome to the Psychology and Physical Training channel. Breaking the cycle of negative thinking. Cognitive behavioral techniques for improved mental health. Imagine a still pond, the surface like glass, reflecting the world around it. Our minds, much like that pond, can be disturbed by ripples of negative thoughts. These thoughts, often automatic and deeply ingrained, can cloud our perception and hold us back from experiencing true joy and peace. To enhance mental well-being, it's crucial to break the cycle of negative thinking. Cognitive behavior therapy equips us with tools to identify and replace unhelpful thoughts, fostering positive emotions and behaviors. This journey, like all journeys of self-discovery, requires courage, compassion, and a willingness to embrace vulnerability. Self-awareness of situation. The first step in any transformative journey is awareness. It's about recognizing when those negative thought patterns emerge, acknowledging their presence without judgment. Imagine you're about to give a presentation, and your heart starts racing, palms sweating. That familiar voice whispers, "You're going to fail. Everyone will see you're not good enough." Instead of letting that thought consume you, pause. Take a deep breath. Notice the thought, acknowledge its presence, but don't let it define you. Simply observe it like a cloud passing in the sky. This act of mindful observation creates space for you to choose how you want to respond rather than react. This is about recognizing that you are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts, and you have the power to choose which thoughts you want to engage with. Remember, vulnerability is not weakness. It's the birthplace of courage. To truly understand our negative thought patterns, we need to lean into the discomfort they create and explore the underlying emotions they evoke. Embrace it and mindfulness. Mindfulness is a powerful tool for cultivating a deeper connection with ourselves. It's about being fully present in the moment, without judgment. Imagine you're feeling overwhelmed by negative thoughts. Instead of trying to suppress them, simply sit with them. Notice the sensations in your body, the tightness in your chest, the knot in your stomach. Observe these sensations without judgment, just as they are. This practice of mindfulness allows us to create a space between our thoughts and our reactions. It's like hitting the pause button on autopilot, giving us the opportunity to choose a different response. When we practice mindfulness, we're actually rewiring our brains, strengthening our ability to regulate our emotions and choose our responses. This is about befriending ourselves, even in the midst of difficult emotions. It's about recognizing that we are worthy of love and compassion, even when we're struggling. Remember, vulnerability is not about winning or losing. It's about having the courage to show up and be seen, even when we're feeling afraid. Behavioral activation. Our actions have a powerful impact on our thoughts and feelings. Behavioral activation is about taking small steps to engage in activities that bring us joy and purpose, even when we don't feel like it. Imagine you're feeling depressed and withdrawn. The last thing you want to do is go for a walk or call a friend. But even small acts of engagement can make a big difference. Start by setting small, achievable goals. Instead of trying to run a marathon, aim for a 10-minute walk around the block. Instead of trying to write a novel, aim to journal for 5 minutes a day. These small steps help to build momentum and create a sense of accomplishment, which can have a ripple effect on our mood and motivation. Remember, vulnerability is not about being perfect. It's about showing up and doing the work, even when it's hard. It's about choosing to engage in life, even when we're feeling discouraged. Exposure therapy. Exposure therapy involves gradually confronting our fears in a safe and controlled environment. Imagine you have a fear of public speaking. Instead of avoiding this fear, exposure therapy encourages you to gradually face it. You might start by speaking in front of a small group of friends, then gradually work your way up to larger audiences. This process helps to desensitize us to our fears, proving to ourselves that we can handle the discomfort and that the world doesn't end when we step outside our comfort zones. It's like slowly dipping our toes into cold water, allowing our bodies to adjust to the temperature gradually. Remember, vulnerability is not about eliminating fear. It's about learning to dance with it. It's about recognizing that fear is a natural part of life and that we can choose to move forward despite it. Reflection and rewinding methods. Reflection is a powerful tool for understanding our thought patterns and identifying triggers. Take some time to rewind your day, like replaying a movie in your mind. Notice the moments when negative thoughts arose and explore the events or situations that might have triggered them. Were you feeling stressed, overwhelmed, lonely? This process helps us to identify patterns in our thinking and understand the underlying causes of our negative emotions. It's like detective work, piecing together clues to understand the bigger picture. Remember, vulnerability is not about blaming ourselves or others. It's about seeking understanding and insight. It's about being curious about our own inner workings and approaching ourselves with compassion. Journaling. Journaling provides a safe space to explore our thoughts and feelings without judgment. It's like having a conversation with ourselves, allowing us to process our emotions and gain clarity. Don't worry about grammar or punctuation. Just let your thoughts flow freely onto the page. Write about the situations that trigger negative thoughts, the emotions they evoke, and the beliefs that fuel them. Explore the evidence for and against these beliefs, challenging the negative narratives that hold you back. Remember, vulnerability is not about being perfect or having all the answers. It's about showing up authentically and honestly. It's about giving ourselves permission to feel, to explore, and to grow. Identify underlying thoughts. Our thoughts are often fueled by deeply held beliefs about ourselves and the world around us. These beliefs, often formed in childhood, can shape our perceptions and influence our reactions. For example, if you believe you're not good enough, you might be more likely to interpret feedback as criticism or rejection. Identifying these underlying beliefs is crucial for understanding the root of our negative thoughts. It's like peeling back the layers of an onion, revealing the core beliefs that drive our behavior. Remember, vulnerability is not about dwelling in the past. It's about understanding how our past experiences shape our present. It's about acknowledging the impact of our past without letting it define our future. Replace negative thoughts. Replacing negative thoughts with more balanced and realistic ones is key to shifting our perspective and cultivating a more positive outlook. It's like weeding a garden, removing the harmful weeds and planting seeds of hope and resilience. When a negative thought arises, challenge its validity. Ask yourself, is this thought true? Is it helpful? Is there another way to look at this situation? Remember, vulnerability is not about denying our struggles. It's about choosing to focus on our strengths and our capacity for growth. It's about recognizing that we are not defined by our negative thoughts, but by our ability to choose hope and resilience. Evaluate emotions and behavior. Our emotions and behaviors are often interconnected. When we experience negative emotions, we might engage in behaviors that perpetuate those emotions. For example, if we're feeling anxious, we might avoid social situations, which can lead to increased isolation and loneliness. Evaluating our emotions and behaviors helps us to identify patterns and make conscious choices about how we want to respond. It's like becoming a scientist of our own experience, observing the data and making adjustments to our experiment. Remember, vulnerability is not about being perfect. It's about being willing to experiment, to learn, and to grow. It's about embracing the messiness of life and choosing to show up authentically, even when it's uncomfortable. Seek professional help. Sometimes we need extra support on our journey to mental well-being. Seeking professional help is a sign of strength and courage, not weakness. It's like asking for directions when we're lost, acknowledging that we don't have to navigate this path alone. A therapist can provide a safe and supportive space to explore our thoughts and feelings, develop coping mechanisms, and challenge negative thought patterns. They can offer guidance, insight, and tools to help us navigate life's challenges with greater resilience and self-compassion. Remember, vulnerability is not about being independent. It's about recognizing that we are all interconnected and that we need each other. It's about having the courage to reach out for help when we need it and to offer support to others when they're struggling. Your journey begins now. Embracing vulnerability and practicing these techniques can be challenging, but the rewards are immeasurable. Remember, taking small steps can lead to big changes in reclaiming agency over your mental well-being. Start today. This is a journey of self-discovery, of learning to love and accept ourselves fully, even with our imperfections. It's about recognizing that we are worthy of love and belonging. just as we are. And as you embark on this journey, remember that you are not alone. We are all in this together, learning, growing, and supporting each other along the way. And if you like this video, do not forget to subscribe and follow the Psychology and Physical Training channel for more videos. Thank you for watching.